What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with more Konosuba. We have a brand new event in the game right now, and I actually want to discuss this because now that we've this is like the third one we've had of this, I kind of have a good feeling about the things we want to do and the things you want to do to prepare for this basically going forward. Now, obviously, when a new event drops, the first thing you want to do is you want to go through all the quests, both normal and hard if you can hack the hard, which you should be able to. Like, it's actually not that terribly hard. I believe even for, like, the maximum power you need is like 12,000. So you should be easily able to take these down with a good 2-star and even like a mediocre 3-star team. Now, that is a number one. Once you get all of those done, you're actually going to unlock the fight. And today's fight is with this kind of land shark looking dude who's killing me. Honestly, this guy's hilarious. Now, you want to play this intelligently. Obviously, you have to fight the normal, the hard, in order to unlock basically everything you need. And to get up to expert, not only do you need to fight those two, as I said before, you also need to fight the hard level quests. Now, just like any other event in this game, the hard level quests, you get 3 runs a day. Me, personally, I'm making it a point to hit all 3 of them every single day. Now, just like the last event we had, and I'm sure it's going to be the same for almost every event going forward, as you fight these quests, you're going to get your tickets to fight the boss battle. Now, I don't know if this is going to change when Troll Attack comes back. If you guys remember when we had Troll Attack, it was fight all of the normal quests. In this one and the previous one, you have specified quests for this specific event. And of course, we have stories too. I'm going to save the stories when I'm feeling well enough. If you guys didn't know, I'm still down with COVID, unfortunately. As you can tell, though, I'm feeling much, much, much better. So hopefully we'll be back to it. I don't know if it'll be back tonight, but we'll be back very soon to do the live streaming. But there is a decent amount of quartz up for grabs here in this event. Now, you do want to make sure you're grabbing that. You do want to make sure you're taking advantage of all this. But the main reason you want to do this boss battle is to take on the exchange and to do these missions. I'm going to cover the missions first because these are the absolutely most important thing to do first and foremost. We're going to go over here to special. Now, obviously, there's a decent amount of quartz here, but what you really want to do, beat the boss 3 times, which basically you do the normal, hard, and the very hard mode. To be forewarned, well, I'll get into that here in a moment. There is a whole warning section to this, but you do want to go ahead and grab the unit here. You do want Midsummer Match Leah, and I'll go over what she does here in just a moment. In fact, let's just grab all of our... Yeah, come on. There we go. Let's just grab everything in here. Perfect. And you will notice there is one more here. Defeat the collecting on the Summer Beach boss 10 times. I actually have 5 of those 10 already done, so I'm basically about halfway there. Basically, by this time tomorrow, I should have that. But you also want to unlock Leah, but you also want to go over here and you want to pay attention to the exchange. This is why this is very, very, very important. You want to run this multiple times a day. This is a really easy opportunity to get some 4-star equips. But before you do that, first and foremost, make sure you get all of the bonds over here for Leah. These are all the, basically the equips that you need to unlock her. I'm going to go ahead and grab, can I grab all 6 of these? I can. Good to go there. And I should be able to grab all 6 of these too. I can only grab 2 of those. So I've got a little bit more work to do in order to max those out. Now, once you've grabbed all of those that you can, that's when you want to start focusing on other things. Now, one thing I will warn you, this is super important. Make sure you pay really close attention to this. These Eris medals and Axis medals, before this event goes away, you need to make sure that you grab all of these. If you're not aware, the main reason for this, if I go out here to home and I go to the exchange, okay, Goddess Medal Exchange here. This is where we're going to get Chun Chun Maru and basically all the other major 4-star equips, as well as, sorry about that, as well as, you know, some 4-star tickets and things like that, and the superior stones that you need to upgrade your 4-star equips. So it's a great time to start preparing for your 4-star equips and for your 4-star upgrades. So make sure you're going through this and make sure you're taking advantage of this, because if you're not doing this, you are missing out massively. So whenever we have a quest that has those up for grabs, we'll go back in here and talk about it. We'll go to quest, go to the current event, and we're going to go to the exchange. Go all the way down here to the bottom. Make sure that you are able to farm all of these, all of them, before this goes away. That is incredibly important. Now, I will say, in order of importance, make sure you get the bonds and all that to upgrade Leah first. You need to make sure you do that, like, absolutely first thing. It's not a bad idea to start looking at some of the equips, because some of these equips are going to help you out. I actually already have the Thunder Sword, so I don't actually need that right now. So otherwise, I would be definitely doing that. I actually maxed out my Thunder Sword a couple days ago. Archangel Wings wouldn't be a bad thing. The scrolls here wouldn't be a bad thing. But more than anything else, you need to make sure that you're grabbing all the Eris and Access medals before they expire. Now, you do have, like, 12 days to run this event, so I have faith that you can do this. Now, the one thing we haven't talked about is how to run this event. But first, I do want to talk about Leah. All right, now I just got her, so let's go to Enhanced Members. Leah is going to be a very, very, very valuable member of your team. She is somebody you want to max out, and you definitely want to take on this adventure. Let's go find her real quick. There she is. So, Midsummer Match Leah. If you're not aware, she does basically as an assist side, she'll increase physical attack. She does a good, regular physical attack here, but she also has a healing skill, which a lot of these 3-stars, a lot of the free 3-stars that we're getting have the healing skill, and she has a powerful thunder attack with a lower cooldown. 18-second cooldown is about, I'd say, 2 to 3 seconds faster than a lot of the other units that I'm running in there. So for me, as much as she might not have the powers of my 4-stars, I think for what she gets, she's going to be extremely, extremely, extremely useful for this upcoming event. So maxing her out very quickly will help you defeat this opponent basically as fast as possible. So let's go ahead and give her all of these. This is going to give her 8 points to all of her skills. So actually her healing is top notch now. Her healing is up there. Let's go ahead and promote her. I hope I have enough errors to make this happen. Okay. There we go. And we might be pretty close on this one. I am. All right, so I need a little tiny bit more errors to make this happen. Let's just see. You know what? I don't need to max her out for this. It's something that I'm going to need to go work on a little bit. Really and honestly, the easiest way to get Eris in this right now, obviously you can run the free quest for the Eris quest, but I find that personally, with everything you get, running this event actually has a slightly better payout, at least in my opinion. Now, I will need to run some quests in order for me to get some of the stuff I need to run this again. Now, I do find here with Quest 12 that I get between 3, sometimes 2 tickets. So if I just go, let's just do, I'll need to give myself some meat to make this happen. If I drop a dozen tickets, let's see how many we get in a dozen tickets. Okay. We'll skip to completion, and we've got, go back out here. I think that's at 39. Are we right at 40? 33. All right, so I had 32 there, not 39. Eyes failing me. So we're going to do just a couple more here, see what we get. So that gave us 11. Perfect. So now I've got just enough to go back in here and do one more complete fight. Now, why do I say complete fight? Well, make heavy note that you can only beat the expert once a day. You get one full fight on this. With the hard, you're actually going to get, in unlimited fights. So I'm going to basically want to exploit that. Now, I will say, this is kind of the Thunder team that I'm taking in here. Not the most powerful, not the best equipped, but they are definitely doing a pretty stellar job. And in fact, I could show you versus my other team. I actually do have a kind of my best team up that's got like almost 28,000 power. But because this unit does prefer, or is weak, I guess I should say, is weak to thunder attacks, having a thunder team here will do significantly more damage. In fact, you'll see that my thunder team often crits, and they often hit. So there we got one right there. And when they do, they hit for sometimes 2 or even 3 times as much as one of my really good 4 stars. So even though some of these units are 3 stars, dust excluded, they're still hitting very hard and doing a really, really, really bang-up job. So that's another reason that when it comes to Leah, you want to make sure that you are maxing her out and taking her into this fight, because Leah is going to be a massive, massive asset. Unfortunately, I let Megumin do her essay a bit early. I wish I kind of held off on that a little bit, but it is what it is. We've got 18 seconds, and we've definitely got enough defense here that we're going to be fine. In fact, Megumin's the only one who's really going to leave here because she kind of takes herself out. So you will notice that I'm going to run out of time. I simply put, for as okay as my teams are, I'm not going to say my teams are necessarily great, but for as good as my teams are, I really only manage, about 60%? 59. It's usually usually averages out to be about 60%. So I'll need to run this a second time. No shame in that at all. Basically, you just want to go in here and fight this as much as you can, because not only are you going to be getting a decent amount of Eris out of this, you're also going to be getting like a lot of other rewards. And I'm really after the gold upgrade medals. I need those because I've got so many 3-star equips that I'm having to upgrade right now. So the more fights in here that I can get a day, the more I can upgrade my other things. And obviously then I'm going to go into the exchange, grab more stuff out of the exchange, and it's just kind of a cycle. So run this several times a day. I know some people that have actually already maxed out Leah, and that's going to kind of be my goal. Remember, this resets tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, whatever that is your time zone, Pacific. So go in here, fight this out. Make sure you build yourself a nice Thunder team. It could be like my team has one 4-star, and the rest are all 3 stars, with the exception of a couple of my back. I think I have Melissa on the back line, but still, boom, there we go, beaten. Pretty straightforward stuff. Now, do forgive me, guys. We are still learning some of the mechanics here in this, but there we go. How much Eris did we actually get? Is that 38,000? 38,570. So we get, and we got some more of the exchange medals and all that stuff, and we got some of the bronze items, so we are good to go. We got some really sweet rewards, and that means we could go back into the exchange and do a little bit more. So just because you can't beat hard on a single draw, don't beat yourself up. Like, that's fine. Just accommodate for the fact that you're going to need 4 of these mission tickets in order to go in here, or for 40 of these missions. I said 4. 40 of these mission tickets to do one round of this. If it requires 3, still just grind it out, stick with it, and you'll eventually be to the state that I'm at. You need to make sure right now, though, that you're working on getting the 3-star units that are free and all the weapons that you can, the 3-star weapons that you can, to maximize your damage potential. I would say at this point of the game, don't focus too much on 4-star equips yet, only because a lot of the things to upgrade them are still going to be way out of the range of possibility, and a good upgraded 3-star equip is going to be, number one, fairly expensive to come by. That's first and foremost. They're going to be really, really, really expensive to come by, and they're going to take the vast majority, if not more, than you're probably already expecting to spend of your general treasure pool. So be prepared for that. But definitely do not be bashful about upgrading and getting 3 stars. We'll focus on 4 stars a little bit further on in the game, but for right now, just upgrade those weapons, build those teams, get ready. That's pretty much everything you need to know, guys. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comments section down below. I'm going to continue grinding in on this. I'm going to try to get all 10 of my fights in before 8 p.m. today at reset. That gives me about 4 hours from the time that I'm recording this. This was fight number 6, I believe, so I should be able to land that. But I am definitely aiming to max out Leah so I can put her on my team and get her completely upgraded before this event really kicks off in its second day, because we're still only in day 1 of this. Let me know your thoughts and comments, and I'll catch you all in the next one.